Well, good evening everyone, and welcome to Whiplash from London. There's my co-host, who usually does these kind of introductions better than I do, has been dragged away, kicking and screaming, to the Golden Dungeon once again. I'm sure he will be with us at some point in the night. We do have a heck of a night in store for all of you. Once I put my teeth back in, it seems. Of course, we're going to see a match between Magnum Opus and Jimmy Falcon and two partners of his choosing. I'm guessing we will find out who that is. We get there. As I say, there's going to be a lot going on. Tonight, kind of just collecting my notes here. Of course, I was not prepared to be alone. Kind of expecting that there would be a cause to help overdo all this time, but now I believe we are ready to actually kick off the show. What a way to kick off. Of course, I'm gonna try and bring you some of what we have here tonight. Of course, we're kicking off here with the Prodigy taking on Quinn. Then we've got Cole Albert Clemens, who had a successful victory last night. She will be taking on Alice Young in the women's rankings. We've also got Marty taking on Bart Bruce. And that's for the number 3 contendership spot in the N.E.W. rankings that are currently being reshuffled by Adrian Goldman. All the other matches surrounding that reshuffle are basically just his decisions. Sometimes there are, with the rankings being reshuffled, there is of course no rankings matches. Apart from those in the women's and the tag matches. Oh god, of course, what a main event, a 6-man elimination tag. Magnum Opus as a full force will take on a team assembled and captained by Jimmy Falcon. We've only got to wonder. I mean, I approached him as I had teamed with him before, and I said, look, if you need someone, I am there. And he said, don't worry about it, I've already got 2 guys in mind. Didn't tell me who. Well, let's get things kicked off here. This is just a standard one-on-one match. I'm guessing Adrian Goldman wanted to see something of these two who, until the reshuffle began, were essentially in the rather than in the ether, as we all seem to be, apart from a few at the moment. The Prodigy and Quinn were battling in the tag division, in the TV division, and now becoming the UK division. Whether they're going to stay there or not, having not won titles and having this reshuffle being all about the people with the history get the opportunity. Again, I'm not 100% on the exact reshufflings. We're only getting them given to us as the nights go. It seems there will be one per night, but the loser of that match will go on to face will go on to face the next person down until the 10 spots are filled for that ranking. I'm guessing then we'll go on to the next and see the same. But this isn't for any of that. The Prodigy, who's now in the ring, 5'11", 149 pounds from Bangor, Maine. One hell of a run recently, seems to be taking his profession a lot more seriously. He faces off against Quinn, who is now making his way to the ring, of course a member of the Enforcers, as you can hear. Melbourne, Australia. That's where he was born and raised. I wonder what his parents think of him now. We've been talking about it mainly since Riot, but it has been happening very subtly beforehand. Fractures beginning to show in the Enforcers. They had the gold, they were all fine. As soon as that gold was stripped from each and every one of them, the egos started to clash. They have now lost Williams and Louis Richardson. Quinn's still in their fall, it seems. Probably eager to pick up a victory here tonight. Surprisingly out here alone. Almost makes me feel like he's well and truly being judged by his peers. Starting off strong against the Prodigy here. Perhaps it's motivation. Perhaps that whole gang tactic thing is finally worn thin. Just a cheap shot there. Oh, it's okay on the top rope. Oh. Big shot. The Prodigy is reeling here. I don't think he's had any offense in this match. Oh, but a reversal there. Tries to capitalise but gets fireman carried instead. Quinn still with the advantage, double over, backbreaker. Goes for a pin. 2. The Prodigy kicking out. Height and weight advantage going to Quinn, not by much in the height, but enough. Seems to have made a difference here. Oh, is he just running powerbombs it into the turnbuckle? However, Prodigy still trying to fight. Stretching an arm over his shoulder there. Swinging neck breaker. His chance, but Quinn still so quick. Eager to prove things here, it seems. Genuinely expecting Enforcers to be out here to make this difficult for the Prodigy, but it seems, with everything that's going on in their pack now, group are going to have to prove themselves worthy. They are thinning the herd, intentionally or not. They've lost 2 members already, but Quinn is proving himself worthy of the Enforcer stamp here tonight. I'm not saying I was a fan of the Enforcers, but I'm saying that trying to get in the mindset of these things I probably can't say on YouTube. Bastards, anyway. I'm sure I stick my chill rating on these things. Anyway, we'll continue with our match. the Prodigy, who is no fan favourite either. Again, has kind of been proving himself of late. Shot to the ribs there, could have a chance here. Has to be quick though. Snapmare there. Slow in between moves though. Perhaps a bit winded from this onslaught from Quinn. Goes to a headlock, trying to slow things down here. Quinn trying to break free. Oh, and he does. Quinn now. Headlock of his own, doesn't last long. Prodigy now. Jawbreaker! I've seen this before from the Prodigy. I mean, usually I think it's a foul move, but there's something about the Enforcers, seeing them getting beaten down is not something I'm displeased of seeing. Chops to the chest from the Prodigy. And another jawbreaker. Seems to have rocked Quinn. Can he get a pin here? Only a one. And it's Quinn now. Looking to be in trouble. As the Prodigy has taken over this match. Hip toss there, off the middle rope. Prodigy going up again. Oh, spiral elbow drop. Absolutely beautiful move. Going up to the top. Oh, I think that was a leg drop to the chest. Quinn still with a one. Prodigy not looking happy about that, putting a lot of offense in, hoping for a 2 no doubt. But realising he'll have to stay on Quinn. Inflicts some more damage here. So he rips him off the ropes. Oh, knee to the gut. Goes for it again and another knee to the gut. Brutal Russian leg sweep. Here. Oh my word! Don't know what he calls that move, but I've seen it once or twice before from him. He could finish the job, but no. A 2 this time from Quinn. Prodigy really looking shocked this time. Has something else left in his bag of tricks, it seems. Oh yes. Spinning face buster, we've seen that before. I think there's blood coming from Quinn's head. This could be all, and it is. The Prodigy with quite a phenomenal victory over Quinn here, if you ask me. Quite the victory indeed. As I said, as of late, taking this a lot more seriously than he has in the past. And starting to pay him dividends. My God, what a way to open Whiplash. It seems like everyone on the card of late has realised what a show we've got to put on. Yes, he did bust him open with that spinning face point. Just devastates opponents. Again, recently the Prodigy on one hell of a roll. You've got to wonder what that means for Quinn. coming up next. It's something I think we've all been waiting for. The continuation of the search for the next women's #1 contender. Fox has held that title and defended it on several occasions now. Who's going to be in for the shot next? Cole Albert Clemens, who has been there once before. Or Alice Young, who's been there twice before. It's a question that's been weighing on all of our minds. To see. Hang on a second. That's Nate, usually in blue. In red here tonight. I wonder what this is all about. Wait a second. What the hell is wrong with his eye? Nate's eyes is black. Well, I don't even know what to say to that. He just said that in that match, he chose to decide to side with the Reaper and has received gifts because of that already. The hell does that all mean? I'm not even sure what Nate was on about, but it seems he has left the Brotherhood. My God. Well, again, shocking revelations here in N.E.W. Up next, we're meant to have our scheduled match now that we weren't meant to have before. I can't believe that. Seeing later on, in fact, may have more on his mind now than he did moments ago. stood by and watched his brother ripped to shreds by the Reaper, who's now our UK champion. Sorry, I keep calling him TV champion. Awesome habit. My God. Get back to next match. In fact, the next match, I believe. Yes, the next match, so I'll try and get back to what the hell has gone on by then. So much going on, that's right. But now, this is for the women's rankings, which remain untouched in this ranking reshuffle that Adrian Holman is going in here. It only affects the male singles. Cole Albert Clemens, one-time women's champion before, 6'8", 274 pounds from Manchester. Very interesting individual. Just crazy in every sense of the word. Her opponent here tonight is Alice Young, one half of the female side of the Enforcers who have expelled N.E.W. So technically that's 3 that the Enforcers lost, and N.E.W. being the one to basically invite these two into the fold. Perhaps the catalyst for what we are now seeing in the Enforcers. Alice Young, 2-time women's champion, 5'5", 132 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee. Just checking my stats here, Cole Albert Clemens in a one-time held that championship for 56 days. Alice Young's first run was 42 days. Alice Young's second run was 55 days. So in a single run she hasn't beat Cole Albert Clemens as champion. However, altogether 97 days she does beat her technically. Kind of makes it look like an even match when you look at stats. Of course, Cole Albert Clemens with a clear height and weight advantage though. But Alice Young has that one move, Tennessee chicken wing, and it's all over. But this is Extreme Rules. Starting off with a backbreaker. Neither of these two women particularly fan favourites. Quite a weird start to the night. That no fan favourites have appeared. But one will be here in the next match, Marty. We're going back to him. Oh my. Cole Albert Clemens has just begun this match. The Enforcer's music is playing once again. Oh God, no. Cole, look out behind you. Oh, Diana Simmons with a sledgehammer. The referee didn't see and it wouldn't even matter a damn if he did. Cole Albert Clemens has just become a victim of the Enforcers. Wait, no. She's just taken a sledgehammer to the gut, but she still tried fighting back. However, it may have been instinct, and the rest of this may be elementary here. Diana Simmons, of course, a strong nemesis of Cole Albert Clemens. Cole Albert Clemens being the one to take Diana Simmons' title. The last time that Diana Simmons actually had that title, after a total of 200 days. Alice Young with a crossbody there. Picking up the sledgehammer left in the ring by her ally. And just hits Cole over the head with it. And it's unusual to be feeling sorry for a Such a vicious person as Cole Albert Clemens. But this is not right. Extreme Rules or not, this should have been one-on-one. And I'm sure that's what Cole Albert Clemens feels right now. Probably wants to leave the ring altogether and just go after Diana Simmons, but that is not an option here. It's Alice Young. Oh! Just received the clothesline of a lifetime. And a knee to the face, but Cole... Oh, I think I was basically predicting her actions. I was going to say Cole needs to even things up, and that might be the way to do it. Oh my word! I said vicious, I meant vicious, and yes, she was thinking about going after Diana Simmons, I think. Chooses against it, and perhaps making sure Diana Simmons wasn't coming back out after seeing that, perhaps on a monitor backstage. However, once again leaving the ring, dropping the sledgehammer down, perhaps in case Diana... Oh wait, no. In case Alice Young, brings her back in, decides to get up again, goes for the pin. Somehow, Alice Young kicks out. They both now receive 2 sledgehammer shots. Perhaps, no, sorry, 3 to Alice Young. She's even kicked out, and now a crossbody. Cole looking to exact revenge at all that has been delivered to her here in this match so far. Clothesline over the top rope. Causes Extreme Rules of the pin or submission. Still needs to happen in the ring, however, there's no countouts out there. Oh my word! However, she may have just killed Alice Young, and it won't really matter where her body lies if she's dead. But no! How the hell is Alice Young still getting up, and a sledgehammer to the hip? Oh, and now to the knee. Alice Young now making sure that weapon is out of the ring. Cole Albert Clemens was up, but not for long. Oh, rear view. After everything that has gone on in this match, Alice Young is somehow still fighting. The sledgehammer has almost been a centerpiece to this chaos. Oh wait, Alice Young setting up for the Tennessee chicken wing. It could all be over right here. Cole looks trapped. And she is. My God. What a match. Everything we've seen here tonight, and now this. Alice Young, one half of the female side of the Enforcers, picking up an assisted victory, I must add, by Diana Simmons and Captain Sledgehammer. However, Cole did pick up the sledgehammer herself and utilise it, but it all came to nothing when that Tennessee chicken wing was locked in. Just the grimace on the face of Cole makes you tell for attending and making sure she's alright. That manoeuvre could put you out of action. For sure. Victory to Alice Young there. And up next, we have Marty versus Bart Brute. Both random seeds here, and I am joined finally by my co-broadcaster Max Radix.
Thank you, Owen. I apologise for my tardiness once again. My role in talent relations sometimes means that I missed the start of N.E.W. and I join you in the third match, I believe, Owen,
yes,
between
yes,
Bart Brood and Marty. I mean, I believe this is...
Hang on a second, I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's something going on out back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, we saw Nate come out here before and basically say that he...
Oh, good lord, no.
He wants nothing to do with his brother anymore.
No, the brothers...
all about the Reaper.
Good lord, the brothers Marty and Nate, former tag team champions, are beating the holy hell... Oh, dear word, beating the holy hell out of each other at the backstage area.
And I noticed something odd about Nate's eye when he was speaking. One of his eyes is black. And you know who else has a pure black eye? The Reaper. I'm wondering if there's something going on here. I mean, he was talking about him a lot. A really confusing speech.
Well, yeah, God only knows what mind games the Reaper has played with Marty
here
and Nate.
And his brother. Who just watched him get ripped apart by the Reaper. Didn't help him defend that title. Literally watched it happen,
Erwin. These brothers, who until not long ago I thought would have pretty much done anything for each other.
Former tag team champions twice.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. The Brotherhood, one of the most cohesive units in the N.E.W, seem to be at an end. This incredibly popular tag team are now trying to destroy each other and their family, for God's sake.
That's it, I genuinely can't believe this. I mean, what the hell is at work here to cause Nate to want to do this to his brother Marty? He can't believe what's going on here.
Well, yeah, one of the things that we were discussing in the meeting that I was in, Erwin, was the Reaper and his quick ascension in the N.E.W ranks. And what that will essentially mean in the next few weeks, that because he's won a championship so early on in his career, well, it's safe to say the Reaper has a lot of leverage right now in the N.E.W.
It seems that way, and I really do feel sorry for Marty here. I mean, not so long ago, lost the tag team championships.
My word.
He just busted into Adrian Goldman's office.
Nate just slamming his brother's head right through the door of our CEO, Mr. Goldman, who I believe is now back in the gorilla position. I'm not expecting to see him in his office.
I don't think he's in his office.
Which is lucky for them too, quite frankly.
Oh, definitely.
Marty, it would be fair to say, has been the more successful of the two brothers. Perhaps that's got something to do with this change of attitude with Nate. Perhaps it's jealousy.
Whatever's going on here.
I mean, will Marty be fit to face Bart Brute after this onslaught? Getting the better of his brother right now with a steel chair, but this one's not over by a long shot, Owen.
No, I mean, Marty's simply thinking and guessing at the moment that he has to basically put Nate down and stop this attack from his brother.
I think the only way that Marty can put down his brother is by knocking him out. He seems determined to injure Marty, does Nate? Big elbow to the back of the head.
Shadows of darkness and all that nonsense he was spouting in the ring, and now attacking his brother before a match. Marty, again, as I was saying earlier, he not so long ago lost the tag team championships with his brother. He then obtained the UK championship off of Zach Fuller in a phenomenal match, only to lose it 2 days later to the Reaper a day after his brother watches him in the ring get destroyed by the Reaper.
Yeah, incredible scenes over the last few days in the N.E.W, no doubt about that. My word, as this attack continues. Oh my, what the hell?
I don't even know what's going on here.
What the living hell is going on between Marty and Nate? They've gone out of shot. I think I think Manny was slamming Nate against the wall and his head almost came through the TV screen.
I'm not even sure what's going on.
In the room next door. I've never seen that before. That secretary must be terrified. Mr. Golden will not be happy that his staff have been put at risk like this.
Well,
I will expect repercussions from both Marty and Nate today. It takes two to tango. Where has Marty gone?
No,
Nate is looking for his brother, and Marty has seemingly disappeared.
Oh, what the hell is going on? Trying to get some medical attention back there.
Well, yeah,
some crazy things going on here.
That possessive nature of Nate as of late. I mean, Marty put his brother down as quickly as possible and seemingly made a run for it. Perhaps that's because he had this match in mind. Perhaps that's because he doesn't want to fight his brother if he can possibly avoid it. Bearing in mind, though, when Marty did not start that fight, he just finished it.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I can't even believe what we've seen here tonight. I mean, I was just as confused when the promo happened, when he came out and started spouting all these weird things. Basically, I mean, it kind of sounded like he was denouncing his brother and praising the Reaper almost in some weird sort of ritualistic way, but it wasn't very clear. And that's just me sort of grabbing at it. And then that.
Well, whatever changes are going through Nate as we speak. Marty is the first victim of this new follower of the United Kingdom champion, the Reaper. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Bart Brute, 5'11", 230 pounds from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, with this new look, Erwin, that we mentioned last week. It was wasn't much help to him then. Let's hope it fares him better today.
Indeed. Yeah, he slowly, I mean, he got put in at a random seed in replace of Hannibal Jacobs because he has, of course, won the N.E.W. championship. Bart Brute now, losing his first match, faces another random seed due to Red's injuries, who is meant to be Marty, but after what we've seen here, I don't know if he's got in a car and hiding.
I've really no idea. I mean, Marty did disappear from that backstage brawl as quickly as it did start. We have no update on that guy's condition.
I guess Brute just wants a fight, and, you know, he's scheduled to be on the card. He wants to get paid here.
Well, yeah, I believe if Marty doesn't show up for this match, and Bart Brute would win by no contest, which is something that Marty would want to avoid if he can possibly help it.
Cued his music.
He wants that N.E.W. championship. I am hearing in my headpiece, Erwin.
Oh yes, he is here.
Yes, he is indeed here. Tremendous guts by this young man. And what kind of psychological state must Marty be in after that brutal assault from his own brother, the former two-time tag team champion, a former United Kingdom champion, a former television champion, 6'1", 220 pounds from Denver, Colorado. What must be running through this young man's mind tonight?
I mean, wow. His head will be on a swivel this entire match.
Well, tonight in our nation's capital, it has been whiplash for this man in more ways than one. Tremendous psychological and physical warfare already for Marty tonight, and now he has to face the determined Bart Brute, still wanting to make a name for himself in singles action here in the N.E.W. And what better way to do it than beating a decorated competitor like Marty. Irish whip into the corner very quickly by Brute, and again Marty bounces out of the way.
Bart Brute just slamming him down here.
In a whole heap of trouble.
Oh, drop kick.
Bart Brute with a great missile dropkick from the second rope, taking all the control of this matchup, goes for a pin, not even a 2.
Maddie's head cannot be in this, surely. I can't even believe he's out here.
No way, shape or form is Maddie psychologically prepared for a match of this significance against a competitor like Bart Brute. Oh, what a leg sweep by Maddie. He's not out of the dance yet, club to the head.
I can't even imagine.
By a former United Kingdom champion.
What must be on his mind?
Russian leg sweep.
He realises he has a chance here at being number 3 in the N.E.W. rankings, despite everything else that's going on.
Absolutely. I mean, look there. You see, Erwin. I mean, Bart Brute has not had that much. Oh, wait a minute.
That's his own music, but
it can't be Maddie. We've already seen him tonight, which can only mean one thing. Where is Nate? Where is his brother?
Well, it's got Marty distracted enough.
Man, he doesn't seem to know what to make of this.
Oh, wait.
There's no, oh my God. Shatapa didn't see it. Right to the head. Right to the head of Marty by his own brother.
Well, he's seen all the evidence, but he hasn't seen the action.
He didn't see the shot. There's nothing he can do.
Either, but Bart Brute doesn't care.
This has put Bart Brute completely in control of this matchup. Gut wrench suplex. Shatopa removes the baseball bat from contention, but the damage may have been done. What the hell is going on with Nate?
I genuinely can't believe this. I mean, they are brothers.
Literally brothers. It's one of the most.
They train together, eat together, work together.
They lived together in their early years, breaking in the business. They literally have done everything together in their careers so far. Tonight, Marty truly is on his own. For the first time, arguably in his entire career, Bart Brute doing what any competitor would, taking advantage. Beautiful tope. Goes for the pin, this could be all. No! Still Marty with that streak of defiance, kicking out.
I don't know if that was just instinct. I mean, he's taken. Oh wait, elbow to the gut. Perhaps it was more than instinct.
Tornado DDT.
I mean, the man's taken a baseball back to the head from his own brother.
He's been assaulted backstage.
He was attacked. He probably heard Nate spouting off earlier as well and left himself confused about that.
It's been a busy night for that young man, Marty, tonight. Compelling, upsetting, psychologically vulnerable, physically not 100%, there's no way he could be. Kicked to the gut by Bart Brute. Despite the resilience of Marty, it's been mostly Brute in this matchup, but Marty again refusing to quit, fighting back with a scoop slam with authority. Going for what looks like could be another DDT, no, changes his mind. Neckbreaker, great manoeuvre by Marty to Brute. This could be the turning point here. One high impact manoeuvre and Marty could beat all the odds tonight. Neckbreaker again. Top rope. High risk, high impact. If he hits this, it's over. A victory from the ashes. Flying senton. Corkscrew senton, it's over. No! My God, Bart Brute kicked out. It wasn't even a 2. Bart Brute is determined. Bart Brute wants his legacy of his own. My God, what a swinging neckbreaker that was by Brute. Out of nowhere.
And again, as you said earlier, you can't really fault Bart Brute. He wants this position just as much as Marty does.
I don't blame him for 1 second. He took the opportunity that was handed to him on a silver plate. I'm struggling to think of any single competitor that wouldn't have done the same. Knee to the gut, insecurity by Brute. Despite the resilience of Marty, Brute is fighting back. Oh! Knee breaker, and again.
Gotta be upset, angry, confused, just about every emotion under the sun. Vicious corkscrew neckbreaker. And that just makes being in there against someone like Bart Brute that little bit tougher. I mean, probably extremely tough at this point. After everything, I mean, it's all unfolded in one night. Just so crazy. Bart Brute with brute strength.
Oh, my word, a vicious body press slam, and then
standing moonsault.
A beautiful standing moonsault. That's it. It's over.
Finds his position.
Bart Brute still had to be clinical in that matchup against an incredibly defiant Mashi, but the odds tonight were just too stacked against, well, what now the former member of the Brotherhood. I think that pretty much puts an end to that team. I think it's safe to say, after an assault in the back and a baseball bat to the head by his own brother, Bart Brute marches on tonight. What a victory!
And I can only feel for Marty here. I mean, after everything he put in that ring, despite what's been going on, he still can pick up a victory.
It was a valiant effort by Marty, no question about that. But Bart Brute was laser focused tonight, and that puts him up to that number 3, that coveted number 3 spot in the N.E.W. rankings, Erwin. Arguably the best position that Bart Brute has ever been on the card.
And well, I feel that the N.E.W. Council is going to have a busy night on her hands tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, next, I mean, I was distracted enough after the promo trying to stick to the Cole Albert Clemens Alice Young match, and now we've got to somehow move on to the Foxy Valentines facing the Outlaws, possibly.
Oh yeah, I mean,
for their shot at the championships.
Could be an incredible matchup, and I believe if Foxy Valentine beat Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia, they will be named number 1 contenders who will get a title shot at the Enforcers Women's Tag Team Championship. There's a lot on stake for both teams tonight. This will determine, well, essentially the first challengers for the brand new.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh wait a minute.
Well, this ain't our tag team champions, and this ain't their number 1 contenders.
Yeah, it's Emma Zander from Zander Enterprises. Their fight for right continues. Another shocking development tonight at Turmoil. Let's hear what Zander has to say.
Well, please don't start saying Zander Enterprises are fighting for the Reaper, please. We've had enough of that tonight, if that's indeed what that was all about.
my God, that is huge news at Whiplash tonight in N.E.W. Emma Zander will team up with a Japanese legend, Akane Mitsuda, and they are coming, Owen, for the Women's Tag Team Championships of the world.
Akane Matsuda joining Zander Enterprises to enter into the tag team division.
What else could happen tonight?
Helping her adjust. I mean, she has had two losses here in the N.E.W. already, hasn't she, Akane Matsuda? And I think Zander knows what she's capable of. I think Zander thinks that just with a little bit of help here and there, she can get her on her feet here.
Both you and I know what Akane Mitsuda is capable of, when we've seen her fight many times in EFW. We know her background probably better than most, and Emma Zander is absolutely right. Akane Mitsuda just needs a little bit of mentoring, and she's going to be one to watch in the N.E.W, no doubt about it. Emma Zander could be perfect, a perfect fit for what Akane Mitsuda needs right now in this match, coming right up in this turbulent, shocking night at Whiplash in N.E.W. It is Fox and Nancy Valentine, Foxy Valentine, versus the Outlaws of Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia. Emma Zander and Akane Mitsuda will be watching this match with great interest, because the winner of this match will become #1 contender for the Women's Tag Team Championships right here in N.E.W. That's what you call a segue.
Oh yes, of course. The Outlaws, current Women's Tag Team Champions. Fox and Nancy Valentine looking to get their shot at those championships. If they fail, that spot is opened up.
Well, just think how close Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia came to be the tag team, the first ever women's tag team champions. What a glorious matchup they had against the Enforcers. They were so close, Erwin. It was the Outlaws, if I'm not mistaken, who faced the Enforcers.
Yes, but the Outlaws won.
Did they?
They did.
Are you sure?
Were you watching the same riot I was watching? Well, I'm sure when they come out and they have the belts around their waist, I'm sure you'll find that.
Well, Foxy Valentine blazing over that boo-boo. The current N.E.W. champion with her protege Nancy Valentine. The Fox stands in at 5'5", 130 pounds from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The current women's champion, and Nancy Valentine 5'2", 109 pounds from Long Island, New York. These two ladies, well, mentor and student, have been an excellent tag team. I've fallen short on a couple of occasions. Will be hoping to do better against the current women's tag team champions, the Outlaws. Excuse me for my error earlier on. I just automatically assumed that the Enforcers won, Erwin. That's my automatic reaction to everything.
Well, of course it is.
Things are changing in the N.E.W. now.
Yes, you've got to remember that.
Now it's Magnum Opus, baby. All the way.
Well, for how long is the question?
As long as they're damn well pleased with a guy like Vega in their corner. But we welcome the current, reigning, undisputed, first ever women's tag team champions here in the N.E.W. The Outlaws, Lisa Chase and Psycho Sonia, both from Blackpool, England. Chase, a former 3 times women's champion. Sonia, a former women's champion. They are both tag team champions. Chase stands in at 5'2", 125 pounds. Sonia stands in at 5'3", weighs 130 pounds. One of the longest reigning female teams in the N.E.W. today, and perhaps that's why they are the first ever female tag team champion, and those belts look good around the waist of the Outlaws.
Well, they've kept them for 3 days so far. After that brutal TLC tag match, they are back once again. Essentially a defence of a shot at the title, trying to stave off the competition.
Well, yeah, this is essentially a traditional matchup, ladies and gentlemen. There you see.
Lisa Chase having had the Women's Championship for 87 days.
Yeah, there you see Lisa Chase.
Total. Psycho Sonia 122.
Starting out this matchup.
Oh, sorry, my apology. 227 from Lisa Chase. She is our total longest reigning, and she has the longest run of 140 days.
Well, thank you, Stat Monkeys. Lisa Chase with a neck breaker onto the current women's champion Fox, and what a champion she's been, taking on all comers. Drop kick to the head by one of her fiercest rivals, Lisa Chase.
And I hear there's actually a pool going around in the backstage areas at every event when the women's
underhook overhead.
When the women's title comes close, people start betting who's going to get that 4 times first, Lisa Chase or Diana Simmons.
Well, my money's always on Diana Simmons, whichever match she is in, but Lisa Chase
came so close.
Came so close. I actually thought that she had the better of Fox that night as this double team.
Yeah, I thought she could indeed pick up 2 championships.
Psycho Sonia, now the legal woman, taking it to the women's champion in this matchup, and she is in trouble. But we've seen this so many times. The Fox with that ability to recover from almost insurmountable odds. Psycho Sonia from the middle rope with a crossbody. Beautiful splash by Psycho Sonia. With head scissors with a elbow to the head.
And with another tag team now entering the fold, the champions, luckily for them, get a bit longer to breathe. I mean, I know Adrian Goldman so far seems to have been booking almost alternately when it starts getting close to the actual shots at the championships.
Well, yeah, Goldman wants to make a statement here in the N.E.W. Wants to set himself apart from the previous administration, no question about that. And a great job of it so far, in my opinion. Fox there with a great Hurricane Rana. The Psycho Sonia in the corner.
And let's not forget, in very recent history,
middle rope
in the singles competition,
neck scissors, drop kick.
She has beaten both of the Outlaws in singles. She hasn't done it in tag team, obviously.
Psycho Sonia seemed to be irritated, but was countered by the champion, who's in her own corner now. She toppled, banning the blind tag there. And Fox now, the legal woman. Oh my word! My word, both of them with a whip driven into that middle turnbuckle. Spine first goes Sonia. Oh,
these two seemingly picking up a mean streak. I mean, Fox, still the women's champion, but still, oh my word, wanting more.
Fox on this quest for history. She wants to be the first ever double women's champion in the N.E.W. She will not rest until she has that second strip of gold. She has to get past the determined Sonia and Lisa Chase first. Tornado DDT by Nancy Valentine, who's all over Sonia right now, and the Outlaws are in trouble here.
Oh, big trouble in the crowd know it. They're not happy.
Vicious shot to the face.
I think they want to see
Atomic
the
drop.
champions.
Atomic drop by Valentine. Leg scissors armbar. This could be all. This could be all by Sonia.
Sonia trying to fight free though. Oh, rolls out.
Great strength there by Psycho Sonia rolling out.
Who now whips Nancy Valentine
some of the strongest legs in the business. They're completely in the danger zone there. Thank you, Kenny Loggins.
I was going to say, you've never been more Kenny Loggins in your life.
Big double elbow.
And now a relatively fresh Lisa Chase back into the ring. Goes up in this match off against Fox.
Oh! Never did get that song. All he says is danger zone over and over again.
That's all you need to say. Some songs are just better on repeat.
Top rope Hurricane Rana by Lisa Chase. Valentine makes a very quick tag to Fox.
connects. Fox is the legal woman. Comes in quick against chest. Flying drop kick. Misses her completely with a lariat chest. Ducks it, but didn't duck the drop kick. Fox is on a roll. Kick to the gut. The current women's champion, with one thing in mind and one thing only: to make history in the N.E.W.
Well, they fought hard against the Enforcers to get this opportunity.
Oh, neckbreaker by Chase.
But the Outlaws fought hard against the Enforcers to get those titles.
Looking for a 5-head carry.
Reversed by Fox.
DDT by Fox.
I think this is the first time I've heard the crowd boo Fox in a long time.
Yeah, very firmly in the corner of the Outlaws, who are one of the most popular teams in the N.E.W. This is not yet bowed, it has to be said. Springboard moonsault, the current women's champion, who goes for a pin here. One step away, two.
So close, but yet so far.
A 2.9 by Mike Shatopa.
Drop kick to the back of the neck.
Fox looking to finish this one off. Stalking Lisa Chase. Kick to the gut. This is it, Sunset. We've seen this before. She's going to hook it over. She is, yes, there she is. Crossface. This retained the title at Riot 3 days ago.
Oh,
it's over. It's over. Lisa Chase taps out to the Fox. Foxy Valentine will get a shot at the Women's Tag Team Championship. It is confirmed. They are one step away, Owen.
My word. What a match that's gonna be.
Incredible match. That itself to earn the shot wasn't too shabby by any stretch of the word. Nancy Valentine with a successful victory over the current tag team champions, and they must know, Owen, if they do that one more time, if they pin one of those women for 3 more seconds, then they will be women's champions, tag team champions. What a victory by Nancy Valentine.
That's essentially it. They've got to do that again.
And the Fox.
And they get a championship shot. Well, they get the championship, sorry, you're right.
I mean, Fox is literally one match away from making her own slice of history, Erwin. Will the Fox become the first ever dual women's champion in N.E.W. history? Only time will tell. But a great victory tonight for Foxy Valentine against the Outlaws, who have to recover quickly from this or will lose their women's tag team championship as quickly as they gained it. What a match!
What a match indeed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event. Let's put the women and children to bed, because this one ain't gonna be pretty. Jimmy Falcon has been running his mouth for far too long against Magnum Opus. Snake came out and interrupted Jimmy Falcon on one of his little tirades last night and told him to find himself 2 friends. And tonight's main event was gonna be a 6-man tag between Magnum Opus versus Jimmy Falcon and friends.
Well, yeah, I mean,
do you have any idea who Jimmy Falcon's tag team partners are going to be, Owen?
Well, I said earlier on in the night, I went up to Jimmy Falcon after last night and I said, you know, if you need someone, he said, look, I know we've teamed together before, but I've got 2 guys in mind. He didn't tell me who. I think he knew that if I did know, I might let it slip on air and give him a disadvantage. I mean, I'm just as eager to find out who he's picked as everyone else is.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Jimmy Falcon, I'm sure he has no shortage of offers to try and get even with the informed team of the N.E.W, the current tag team champions, Vega and Rick Weaver, and Snake of Magnum Opus, the 7-times world champion, their manager, and also now confirmed active participant of the team. Still, of course, he's still quite active on the EFW roster, Erwin, still very much in that hunt for the title, the EFW World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, yes, I would assume so, after his recent activity over there.
What that means to Magnum Opus, only time will tell.
suppose that's who we're awaiting down to the ring. Kind of surprising considering they're the champions, but this is not a championship match of any form.
Oh yeah, I've already had it in my headset that Snake is a grievance with the management because Magnum Opus are indeed being introduced first, so it's not gone unnoticed, shall we say, by this team who feel they should be top billing every night. Snake, Rick Weaver and Vega, one of the most dominating teams in the N.E.W. right now. Snake stands in at 6'1" and 250 pounds, Rick Weaver at 5'10", 245, and Vega at 7'4" and 640 pounds. Snake and Rick Weaver both from New York. Rick Weaver from New York, New York. Snake from 13th District in Brooklyn. Vega from parts unknown. A former N.E.W. champion, a two-time European champion, a two-time Intercontinental champion. Vega's pretty much done it all in the business, as has Snake, a former seven-time world champion. Rick Weaver, with his first title in the N.E.W. as part of Magnum Opus, one half as the tag team champions, been called the future of this business by that man right there. The manager of Magnum Opus looks proudly to the core of his creation. Rick Weaver and Snake, Rick Weaver and Vega, the best tag team in the world for my money right now, these two, and they've proven it time and time again. The change in attitude, the development of Rick Weaver has been phenomenal since he has teamed with these two men, former world champions in their own right, and you do not get called the future of this business by a seven-time world champion if you do not show promise, Erwin.
Well, that's very true. I mean, that team seems somewhat unstoppable here in N.E.W, but if one guy's going to try his best to do it, it seems to be Jimmy Falcon. As I said, I spoke to him last night. I mean, we had a long chat about his thoughts on Magnum Opus, most of which are too expletive to pass over even on YouTube.
Well,
he does not like them one iota, and when he gets his little head on in that manner, he can be very, very single-minded in his goals.
Well, Jimmy Falcon can be as single-minded as he wants, but at 5'9", 220 pounds from Miami, Florida, he is yet to hold a singles title here in the N.E.W. That's a fact. You can call him the showstopper all you want, and I don't deny the guy's talent, but in my opinion, he's bitten off way more than he can chew tonight against the current tag team champions Magnum Opus and their manager Snake. I'm not even sure if he's managed to find tag team partners, Erwin. He could be in a handicap match tonight. Does he even have any? Oh, wait a minute.
He has.
Oh, wait a goddamn minute.
He has
the crew.
Tag team partners indeed.
This is the team that Magnum Opus beat for the titles. Franco and Yuri. Franco stands at 6 foot 248 pounds from Beverly Hills, California. The former tag team champion, a former Intercontinental champion, a two-time television champion, and his tag team partner from Moscow, Russia, the Russian Bear Yuri, stands in at 5'11", 232. Obviously a former tag team champion with Franco, but also a two-time United States champion in his own right. The crew have been to the top of the mountain before, but have not forgotten that Magnum Opus had a team that stopped their tag team title run in its tracks, Erwin.
My God, I mean,
they went through hell and back to get that title, and Magnum Opus ripped it away in under a month.
Quite a choice of tag team partners. Rick Weaver deciding to go in there first against Jimmy Falcon.
Yes, it's an unusual tactic this by Weaver, who generally stays out of the way and lets the bigger boys in Snake and Vega do all the heavy lifting.
Franco taking it easy last time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, had very little offense in that matchup. The last defense of the tag team championship. Vega, who was on one of the most destructive streaks I think I've ever seen, and in Rick Weaver, no slouch, however. Belly takedown into the headlock to Falcon.
And of course, there's a half-hour time limit on this match because it is a 6-man elimination match. It might not get all the way.
Backdrop and a nip up by Rick Weaver, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, Erwin. The improvement in this kid has been unbelievable. Elbow to the head, arm dragged by Falcon with a cheap counter. Quick on Weaver.
Well, cheap if you think so. I don't think so myself.
Falcon.
Jimmy Falcon.
Oh, wait a minute. Telling Franco and Yuri to get down.
And they quickly do.
So a tag cannot be made.
We almost get
While the manoeuvre is in motion. Superplex from the top rope by Falcon. Weaver could be in trouble. Automatically makes a tag to Vega. It's Vega time. Bye bye. Bye bye, Falcon.
I think Jimmy Falcon
Thanks for
got out of the
coming,
way.
Jimmy.
I think he dodged the dropkick, couldn't quite grapple Vega. No surprise there. Stops him though.
Oh, in the corner goes
Oh
Falcon.
no!
Oh, what the hell?
No way!
No way! Jimmy Falcon lifted up Vega onto the top rope.
And even Franco and Yuri look at in awe of this.
I hope the ring's been enforced. This could. Oh my! Jesus H. Christ! What a superplex off the top rope.
And he's not done there. Oh, 450.
Springboard 450 splash. Incredible athleticism by Jimmy Falcon.
He has currently stopped the big man.
In his tracks, Owen.
Oh my word.
How many people could say that? Magnum Opus, dare I say it, could be in a little bit of trouble here. If they're racing the whole, Vega stays on that mat.
So that makes the tag to Franco.
Franco, Yuri, and Falcon's greatest hope in this match is to debilitate Vega, in my opinion. What a gutbuster by the Giants.
Well, that's kind of where it falls in favour.
Oh my word! What a backdrop by Yuri. The Russian bear showing his strength, his determination, his moxie.
Well, I mean, it's kind of got to show. You kind of got to think about it. It kind of falls in Snake's favour at some point. Someone has to try and eliminate Vega.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Magnum Opus know that this big man needs to be kept down for a free.
I said if it were a single pin match, this could very quickly go in favour of, well, what I will dub for now, Falcon Club.
Falcon Club.
However, Falcon Club have to eliminate all three of Magnum Opus.
One of the most ridiculous names I've ever heard.
It's quite a challenge.
Yuri.
I couldn't hold that one in.
In the corner he goes. Attack to Falcon. Franco has still not been in this match. Vega has been in that ring for quite some time now. Big backdrop.
Needing some assistance there, unsurprising.
Tremendous backdrop by Magnum Opus.
Well, two Magnum Opus.
Two Magnum Opus, excuse me. Quite right. Sorry, it's been a long night for me tonight.
From Falcon Club.
Oh my god, listen to you.
It'll catch on, trust me.
I really
They'll
hope
be naming themselves Falcon Club.
I really hope this is the
come.
last match we see of these three guys, because I am not saying that as a team name.
Irish whip. Oh, drop toe hold. Shades of the legendary Terry Funk. Big leg drop by Yuri.
Just kept from his corner here. The strength of Yuri.
Oh my word, inverted side suplex. Excuse me, Owen. Well, I've been incredibly impressed by the so-called Falcon Club tonight, Owen. Against Magnum Opus, they have done a great job of alienating Magnum Opus, acing the hall in Vega.
And again, this doesn't really get the crew any closer to those tag team championships. This doesn't get Jimmy Falcon a shot at any championship. This is all about settling a score here. Oh, but Vega. Oh wow, hang on a second. Vega had managed to get the upper hand there.
In the corner, Vega goes.
However, Franco reversed there, I think, to the shock of Magnum Opus, who were waiting to receive a tag from Vega and didn't
Mike
get the opportunity.
Shatopa now telling Weaver to get back on the apron. He was clearly coming in to help his tag team partner, now cheering him on as Vega once again trying to take control of this matchup. His side slam will help, and he really could do with making a tag, and he does. And what a man to tag in, the 7-time world champion Snake from Red Hook in Brooklyn, one of the meanest son of a bitches to ever step foot in the ring. One of the most successful as well, Owen. Well, now we go to school.
The game may have changed here, but don't forget, Yuri is still a fresh man as well. He has not been in this match yet.
Yuri has been in this match, Owen. Earlier on, I'm sure of it.
Is he?
Yeah, absolutely. Both members of the crew now have been in the ring.
Oh, my mistake there. I thought Franco was the only one that had been in out of those two.
No, absolutely. Earlier on, you see, we're both at it today.
Well, yeah, it seems that way.
That debate may continue, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, but Snake is in complete control. He has forgotten more about inflicting pain than Frankie and Yuri, or whatever the hell you want to call them.
Of course, I remember now Jimmy Falcon being a tag intermittent. That's why I confused myself.
It's easily done, Owen.
Snake, of course, had not made a tag until now, though.
Neck wrench, yes, Snake was the freshman. I think that's probably where you confused yourself. Lie down before you hurt yourself. Going for a gut wrench.
I've been through a lot. Not as much as Marty, but I've been through a lot.
That's true.
In these past few weeks.
You're only about a week away from losing the championship. How's that feeling for you, buddy? Leg wrench.
Getting there.
Corkscrew.
Yeah, if he'd have cheated somehow, then it'd have made it all sweeter. I'd have a right to be angry.
What a leg sweep by Snake, who has been in tremendous form since coming back to the N.E.W.
Yuri now, though.
Yuri with a backdrop. He may be older, he might be a little bit slower, but he's not for 1 second lost an ounce of resilience or skill. But Yuri, using that arguable power advantage, taking control of Snake, who could be in trouble here.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hard one. Again, it's elimination, so it doesn't really matter who they isolate to try and eliminate first. They still have to go through the other two members
Well,
of the team.
in your opinion, Owen, who would be the best member of Magnum Opus to eliminate first?
Well, I was trying to decide that. Clearly, it's not Vega. That man is a monster. However, Snake has a lot, and I mean a lot, of
big match experience.
Well, yes, a lot of experience. Thank you. Rick Weaver obviously does not, but in his own right, a great wrestler.
Oh, final carry into the Samoan drop. Snake playing possum, the master of mind games. Many would say in the N.E.W. Snake, who still has had some preferential treatment of his own. We've talked about the Reaper arguably being allowed to wrestle on both shows. Well, this was the first man ever to do it, Erwin.
Well, yeah,
that man right
Snake's
there.
got a contract in both companies.
Can't comment about that.
What's this? Big boots!
Although it has been the subject of one of the subjects that we have been talking about in our talent relation meetings as of late. Mr. Goldman refuses to be drawn on the subject because it has to be said, caused a little bit of a ruckus between some of the other talents.
Well, the man's getting 3 paychecks. That's going to cause any kind of ruckus.
Oh,
I had to settle the boys when they heard I was having a commentator. I said, "Look, guys, I didn't sign up for this."
oh, tag made. I bet you still take the check. Punch to the face.
I donate my first portion to charity.
into a power bomb. Your retirement fund is not a charity.
Oh, Fireman's Carry changes his mind. Guillotine by Vega. An incredible technical ability by Vega. He's not just a powerhouse. Again, the quick tag made. We've seen this from Magnum Opus before. They're keeping their young man fresh. They're keeping it between the veterans right now. I'm not sure
Well, perhaps that's
how wise that tag was, because Yuri right now seems to have the better
Oh my word!
of the former 7-time world champion Snake. Corkscrew elbow. Vega on the turnbuckle, trying to cause some damage. Misses. Got him the second time. A punch to the gut, giving Snake that bit of time. Yuri recovers quicker. Samoa
How's
drop.
recovering from a punch like that from Vega, followed by a fall? But it seems to have fueled him up here.
Well, Snake is older, considerably older.
Nearly 10 minutes have elapsed in this match, not a single elimination as of yet, but I imagine once it does, it will kind of turn quickly.
That's a fair point, Owen. Only really as near as stand at 20 minutes remain. What a vicious European uppercut by Yuri, almost taking off the head of Snake. Who can us from Norway? Fighting back. Oh, wait a minute, no.
Oh my
Inverted DDT. Yuri has had the 7-time champion well scouted tonight.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if when Jimmy Falcon asked Yuri and Franco, the first thing they went to do after they accepted was started looking at tapes of Snake's old performances, trying to pick out holes that they could apply their method to.
Oh my word. Powerbomb neckbreaker. Could Snake be the first elimination here? Rick Weaver's in, breaks it up.
Very quickly, very fresh of course, however.
Bulldog saves his mentor, gets a bulldog for his trouble. This match continues.
And Yuri even threatening Vega for a moment, who surprisingly stayed calm on the side of the ring.
Vega will be acting on orders, no doubt. Magnum Opus work as one of the most collective units I have ever seen in the N.E.W. What a backdrop.
Quick jab, followed by a backdrop.
Those vicious right hands. Famous in himself.
Thinks he's still in there with Snake, but wait.
Snake causes a distraction enough to Falcon, allowing Vega to capitalise. That's classic tag team wrestling by Magnum Opus. You might not like it, ladies and gentlemen, but it is effective.
I imagine Snake will have Vega on somewhat of a leash here tonight. You know, if that guy is let go, he'll get himself disqualified. Just walking around and now over Jimmy Falcon.
Right over Jimmy Falcon. Into the heart by Vega.
Jimmy Falcon has fought all three of these men now on a singles match basis, only losing to Vega if I remember correctly. And now he's dragged the crew, who are probably more than happy to get involved in this match.
Oh my word, what a vicious shot. Hard lariat. All the way. My word, what a slam. What a slam.
Oh, and a beautiful lion salt.
Absolute textbook lion salt. Shades of the legendary Chris Jericho. It could be over.
I think he even went for that standard leg on the chest and flex there and decided against it.
Well, would you do a?
Would
you do a flex pin on Vega?
Perhaps if he was tranquilized and it was like a trophy piece, and I could get a picture of it quickly. Maybe. Otherwise, never.
Unless he was dead in that picture, I wouldn't risk it. To be fair,
probably wise. Jimmy Falcon now makes a tag to Yuri as Franco dropped down to the apron when he went to make a tag.
Yuri and Vega now the legal men in this matchup. Vega.
Oh, looked like he was in trouble, but not for long. My word, what an overhead backdrop. Sheer power by the monster from parts unknown, Vega.
And Yuri just yelled something at Vega, perhaps a come on there.
Yuri and Franco showing absolutely no fear. Snake is furious at this insolence, being stopped by a senior official. Snake screaming at Mike Shitopa, asking him if he knows who he is. Mike Shitopa knows, but has to call this match down the middle.
And this match is coming up to the halfway mark. Still no.
What does this mean, Owen? What does this mean? If this is a tie matchup, if this goes 30 minutes without a single elimination.
Well, that's a very good question. Vega there.
Oh my God!
Using his weight to force Yuri back into his corner, making the tag to Rick Weaver in the process.
Who came in with such tremendous velocity. He is not the spare part of Magnum Opus. He is a crucial part of that team. I am reminded, Erwin, of when they actually won the tag team titles in an elimination style matchup, and Vega was eliminated by the Crew, and Rick Weaver is the man who originally won them the titles, and people forget that. Rick Weaver is the reason that Magnum Opus are the tag team champions, not the Monster Vega.
Well, that's very true. Vega did get eliminated, but he did a hell of a round on these two before getting eliminated.
Oh, there's no denying the damage caused, but that is why they work as a unit. This is why they are the most in-sync team I have ever seen in N.E.W. When I say that, I mean that. Magnum Opus are the real deal.
Rick Weaver was deposited on the outside for a moment. I think Yuri was going for something, changed his mind and paid the price.
Well, Rick Weaver won't give a damn about a count out here.
Well, if it is a double count out, it goes down to 2-on-2.
But then it leaves the veterans versus the relatively untested Franco and Jimmy Falcon.
That's very true. Oh, Rick Weaver driving Yuri onto that steel rack.
Absolutely fantastic counter there as Yuri was going for the Russian leg sweep, and what a counter and what a nip up. Sheer athleticism from the future of this company, Rick Weaver.
Count of 6 here. Things aren't looking good for Yuri.
I can't wait to see this kid win his first world title. Can you imagine the party that Snake's gonna throw?
I can't.
Backdrop.
A count of 8. Rick Weaver heard it. Starts running back into the ring.
Sheer tactics. Sheer genius. No, Rick, stay where you are.
14 minutes, 35 seconds.
You see Snake. You see Snake telling him to stay in the ring. I think Rick Weaver was thinking about going after him. Falcon and Franco were having a very quick discussion about who should be the legal man. Rick Weaver not giving them the opportunity with that vicious shoulder barge to Jimmy Falcon. Well, this is it, kid.
Seems he's decided for him.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh, into the turn.
Because it's 3-on-2 and Magnum Opus are mean business tonight. That's an illegal shot by Franco.
Oh, he receives a DDT.
Planning DDT for his trouble.
But Jimmy Falcon's up. Weaver thrown back in the ring.
After a cheap shot by Franco. Was that a cheap shot or was it not? Was that an illegal maneuver there by your beloved member of the Crew, neckbreaker?
Shatopa was watching and he let it go. Besides, Rick Weaver had taken that match to the outside in their corner.
And who failed to answer the count of 10, Owen?
Well, that was Yuri.
Thank you. So who's out of the match legally?
Yuri.
Right, and what did Franco do illegally? Rick Weaver has outfought and outthinked the Crew again, and they have to accept that. Magnum Opus have their number, and this is only a matter of time as far as I'm concerned before Franco gets the living piss kicked out of him, and he deserves it, quite frankly, after his insolence to a 7-time world champion. Where is that young man's respect, Erwin? Where is it?
Well, it's not been shown from Jimmy Falcon and the Crew tonight.
And what's happening? What's happening?
As they have tried here. Oh, Jimmy Falcon.
Pin! That's what's happening. Bye-bye, Falcon. Thanks for coming.
Rick Weaver trying to stop Franco.
Stops Franco. Misses. God damn it, Franco again. Mike Shatopa needs to do something about Franco in this matchup. He has done nothing but flout the rules.
Franco desperately trying to save his partner.
As far as I'm concerned, there should be disciplinary action for Franco. Finger bomb, baby! Finger bomb to Franco!
Falcon could be in
to
trouble
Falcon, excuse me.
That could be it for Falcon. And it is. It's down to Franco, who had just been choked out by Rick Weaver.
Well, I bet he feels real good about accepting Jimmy Falcon's invitation to come and take on Magnum Opus right now, doesn't he? Because it's 3-on-1 after his little friend's wings have been clipped by the superior team. Oh, this ain't over. Rick Weaver took one look at Jimmy Falcon and spat in his face. That was beautiful. Now who's disrespecting who?
Rick Weaver now looking to finish off Franco the way he finished his tag team partner, it seems.
Did you see that? Did you see what Weaver did?
I think he's going to break up the count though. Going off the
Big
top rope.
elbow with authority, just to make sure, to the heart, to what's left of Franco. Into the barrier he goes. This is a statement tonight by Magnum Opus. This could be their second 3-1 victory in a matter of days. As a unit, they are unstoppable force. Who will beat Magnum Opus? Franco corners Weaver with a sweep of his own. If they're not careful, both men are going to get counted out here.
It won't matter though, because Magnum Opus will still win.
Maybe this is the...
Oh, suplex on the outside.
That's an 8. Yeah, this would be the end of the match. If Franco and Weaver were to get counted out, it has to be said Franco got the better of that on the outside after the snap suplex on that wafer-thin mat.
Well, Franco could have won by count out there. Chose not to. Chose to bring this one back into the ring. I'm not sure how wise that was.
It's the only way to keep himself in this matchup if it was a double count out, Erwin.
Well, he could have. Well, he reversed Rick Weaver at the count of 8. Could have slid in and probably got the 10 there, I think.
Well, I mean, that's opinion, not fact.
Either way.
Rick Weaver and Franco, however, are still fighting here in this matchup.
Rick Weaver.
I see where you're coming from, buddy, but that you can't prove that.
Well, no. At the 10-minute mark, though, Franco is the one left alone in the ring.
Yes, he is. And you know what that means? It's Vega time. It's Vega.
Oh my word, what a double axe handle.
The patented double axe handle that's been made famous once again by Magnum Opus. Snake claiming we're going to go old school on N.E.W's ass.
And
they've
look,
done
he's
exactly that.
Just yelling things I can't even hear from here at Franco. Yeah, as he now just receives a beating from Vega.
Yeah, I think Snake basically asking Franco if he's had enough yet.
Oh wait, I guess he hasn't.
Russian leg sweep, Franco, the ever defiant Franco. Oh,
Vega returning
the favour with a Russian leg sweep of his own.
Was that Rick Weaver though, jumping down off the apron? Oh wait,
that's why.
Vega told him to get out of the way.
That's why.
Oh
Big
my
elbow.
God!
I think Snake was at the heart of that, to be fair. And after all the trash talk, after all the words to Franco, he is in to finish the job. Well, I'd like to say I'm surprised, but in truth I'm not. My God, what a bridge! What a bridge suplex! How did Franco kick out of that?
Still not willing to say enough is enough.
What a piece of technical beauty by the 7-time world champion. Did you see that bridge? Have you ever seen that manoeuvre done better?
I mean, absolutely phenomenal attempt.
Oh yes, there we are, classic
what I
Snake.
dubbed Falcon Club, but Magnum Opus slowly but surely cleared house here tonight.
They must have heard that stupid name you gave them, and have done what Magnum Opus do: dominate. It has been fantastic by Magnum Opus. A clinic once again in how a team should operate. They've not even been in trouble. What a counter!
Oh,
Snake's playing with him now. Playing with him. Oh, wait a minute.
Snake dropped to a knee after that though.
I think he might be more injured than he's letting on. Those veteran instincts though kicking in tonight against Franco.
He is for some reason
Not giving him one second.
triple duties here. Both N.E.W. and E.F.W.
No one really knows why. Do you want to ask him?
Not really.
Neither do I. Snake tags in his protege. They're like father and son, those two.
It is quite scary.
It's It's ridiculously close relationship. Some would say inappropriately close.
Franco though,
On the top rope.
oh wait, whips him, gets him away from his corner.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Just rotating.
What
Rick
a
Weaver.
clothesline. Look at the actual concern on Snake's face. Bordering on fear.
Do you
for
think
his protege?
Franco was taking the beating
Second
just to try and
suplex.
get back to Rick Weaver?
Maybe. Triple German suplex. Franco is finding a different level here now.
Going for
Goes for a
a
pin.
even in the corner.
Right in the corner of Magnum Opus. Vega takes his time. Knows he can. I'm not sure if that was a psychological game. Franco not even bothering to respond. Knows it probably won't help him in the end. But if he stands any chance in this matchup, he needs to get himself out of Magnum Opus's corner. Look at that maneuver by Weaver.
Well, surprisingly enough, he's nearly survived here for nearly 25
I think
minutes.
he whispered into the ear there of Vega. Something was said there by Rick Weaver. That step out was deliberate. Oh dear God, what a suplex! Shirt of his meant to there. My God, what a T-bone suplex! Inverted T-bone suplex, and that classic elbow nip up by Weaver.
Making the tag back to the big man now. Franco's put up one hell of an effort, even though he's been left in there alone.
I told you they were talking to each other, Owen. I told you they were planning something. Snake is off the apron for a reason. There is a reason to everything Magnum Opus do.
Scarily solid, scarily tactical team. Any man who's managed to rein in Vega must have one hell of a plan to take that guy's interest. I mean,
Well, you're the former N.E.W champion, one of the most decorated single competitors in N.E.W history, the monster, the icon, the tyrant,
tagging
the
Weaver
destructor,
back
the man who can do pretty much anything he damn well pleases, because who's going to stop him? Vega, a proud member of Magnum Opus, due to that man on the apron pulling all the strings, the 7-time world champion watching his protege, the man he calls the future of this business. I cannot overstate that, Erwin. It cannot be said too much. The future for Rick Weaver is bright.
But Franco still somehow trying to fight back in this match.
I have complete and utter begrudging respect for Franco. He is fighting on, and he is holding on, and Magnum Opus only have 4 minutes and 15 seconds to get a pin or a submission over Franco, or this will be technically, despite the fact he is the last man of the so-called Falcon Club, this would be classed as a draw. But you know what, Owen? I don't think this match is going to be a draw.
Well, they might be playing with him, but every now and then he just gets a spark of reflex.
It has to be said, if they were as clinical as they could have been, this match would have been over a long time ago. They have played with Franco at times, and Franco has fought back and responded like the tough competitor that he is. What a leg breaker by Vega. But will the arrogance cost Magnum Opus? Will Franco be able to pull some miracle out of the bag if he can just hold on?
I'm not sure if they
For 3 minutes and 34 seconds.
left here.
Oh no, I think they do know. Oh, I think
big
they're
shot
well aware
to
of the
Franco.
time.
Well, perhaps so. I think Vega, I don't know. I
Did
thought
he
he was
even-
going for a pin there.
Do they even care about the victory? That's the question. Franco counters. Snake is there. Tells
Watches,
Vega.
watches. Did you see that? Franco
Yeah.
just watching.
Oh, big mistake.
Well, that could have
Flying
been-
drop kick. Big
Oh
mistake.
no, drops
misses.
the second one.
Misses. Counters the second
Oh,
drop
but-
kick. But wait a minute.
No,
Franco
wait.
counters the DDT into the Russian leg sweep. It was a flurry of counters that Franco got the better of. Who waited for the 7-time champion? Who wanted his shot?
Well, he'd be better in there against him than Buddy Vega, let's say that.
A legendary
Vega is out, to say the least. Starting to come to on the outside of the ring, must be exhausted.
Yeah, Vega.
And
He is human.
we are nearly at half an hour. Franco could very well hang in here and cause a draw. Could you believe? Oh, ankle slam!
Oh my god, massive ankle slam. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Pin, but Weaver's in.
Weaver's in, he has to be quick. Oh, when did he kick out or was it broke up?
I think he kicked out just before Rick Weaver hit.
I think you're right. I think Snake just kicked out of an ankle slam. That had to be a 2.9 though.
So close.
So very close. For such a massive upset, Franco is still well and truly in this thing. The arrogance of Magnum Opus may end up costing him here in a big, big way. Because if Franco can hold on, what a T-bone. For 2 more minutes, this match will be a draw.
Well, I'll be truly honest there. I don't think Snake kicked out. I think his ego kicked out at the thought of him being the only one from Magnum Opus to get eliminated. Or at least the first. But Franco, still keen to try and make that a reality.
He's a 7-time world champion. It was grit and determination that got him the kick out there win. It wasn't ego.
Maybe it was for another 3.
Oh.
I think. Yes. Holds on.
2. This could spell big, big trouble. 3 for Snake. Who could be out here. There's only so much that any man can take, even that man.
Franco looking out into the crowd.
Franco, who is obviously not 100%. Woozy, you saw him shaking there. Couldn't even stand upright. Took a while to get back on the...
And another! My God, another ankle slam!
Second ankle
the other
slam.
side of the ring!
No.
Oh, but too close to the ropes!
Yes! Great ring presence!
Snake with the foot
Fantastic
on the
ring
ropes
presence.
as soon as he could.
That is why Owen. That is why he's won 7 world titles.
Franco still not quitting here.
Guillotine. 44 seconds remaining. Can Franco?
I think Franco
beat
might
Snake.
very well hold on here.
In the
Snake's gonna have to pull
38.
something quick out.
35 seconds remaining.
Franco
He
going back
won't
to
win
his
the
classic.
match, but could he pin him? Or could he get a submission
It's
in the time remaining?
It's still possible, and then there's 26 seconds.
That would be
remaining.
huge. That would be almost like a victory in itself.
Well, yeah, it definitely
Guillotine by
cause a lot more
Franco.
problems for the crew, I would imagine.
15 seconds remain.
Franco going for a pin.
Snake is down.
Oh, he's using the
What the
ropes!
hell?
Going for a pin,
Rick
but Rick
Weaver there.
Weaver breaking it up.
Seeing that cheap shot again by Franco.
5 seconds remain, but Franco
I
is going
can't
to get
believe
a
this.
draw here.
I cannot believe this.
It's a draw!
Oh my God, Franco held on. Franco held on. Magnum Opus had this one, but you're right, Owen. Ego got the better of them. That was the only thing wrong in that performance, and then Franco got his second win and got a bit of an attack on Snake, but couldn't get the pin or the submission, but it didn't matter because he held on. It's a draw.
Wow, I mean, I've got to wonder what this means
To hell
for
with
the
Falcon
next.
Club. It's Franco Club.
Definitely, Franco, wow.
Holy shit, what a turbo.
I told
what a
you that guy
whiplash.
should be an N.E.W. champion someday, and he just definitely proved it.
What a whiplash. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. What an incredible night. We hope you enjoyed it. Good night from me.
And good night from me.
Good night.